Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and for a fleeting moment felt a dark shadow standing in the corner of your room? You rub your eyes and it vanishes. You tell yourself it was just a dream, but what if it wasn't? These are the stories of the shadow people, entities that live in the darkness and silently watch us. There are two main theories about the origin of this phenomenon. From a scientific perspective, it is believed to be the result of sleep paralysis, a state between sleep and wakefulness that causes the brain to create terrifying hallucinations. However, others believe these shadows are spiritual entities. They could be trapped souls or even beings from another dimension. They can only appear in darkness, quietly observing us from afar. And today, we will not talk about science. We will dive deep into the mystical side of these shadows, beginning with a chilling story from a mother.
Our story begins with a mother named Sarah. Her life revolves around her job and her 3-year-old daughter, Lily. Lily is a sweet, innocent little girl, but lately, Sarah has started to notice strange things. Every night, Sarah hears giggles coming from Lily's room. At first, she thought her daughter was sleep-talking, but the laughter continued, repeating itself in a strange pattern. It was as if Lily was playing with someone Sarah couldn't see. Then one night, the laughter suddenly stopped, replaced by tiny whispers, like a secret conversation. Sarah felt a chill run down her spine. She tiptoed to her daughter's room and slowly opened the door. Sarah froze. She rubbed her eyes. The shadow was still there, lurking in the darkness. She blinked again. It disappeared. She told herself she was just exhausted, that it was only an illusion. But deep inside, Sarah knew she had witnessed something unnatural. The next day, Sarah installed a surveillance camera in Lily's room and sat in front of the monitor, waiting. The clock struck 2 a.m., and once again, she heard the familiar giggling. This time, she clearly saw it on the camera. Sarah nearly fainted when she saw the shadow move. It had no legs. It hovered, drifting like smoke. It floated closer to Lily's crib. It stood there, leaning in, as if whispering into her ear. Unable to bear it anymore, Sarah rushed into Lily's room. The door swung open. The hallway light spilled in. The shadow dissolved. Sarah looked around, but there was nothing. She held Lily tightly, comforting her, but she knew she couldn't keep running forever. A week passed. Sarah searched online about this phenomenon. She found chilling stories of similar shadows. One of them mentioned the Hat Man, a tall shadow wearing a hat often seen standing at a distance. Sarah realized the shadow in Lily's room wasn't random. It was trying to connect with her daughter. One day, Lily suddenly said, "Mommy, The shadow man told me not to turn on the light. Sarah was horrified. Her daughter could communicate with the shadow. It had succeeded in trapping her, creating a spiritual bond. Sarah decided not to run anymore. She chose to confront it. She went into Lily's room at midnight, without turning on the lights. She sat facing the corner where the shadow usually appeared. Sarah sat in the darkness, alone, waiting. The silence of the night was terrifying. And then the shadow appeared. This time, it didn't back away. It moved closer, standing right in front of her. Sarah felt a wave of icy cold surround her. She heard a voice, not with her ears, but within her mind. It was a raspy whisper, like the wind whistling through an old grave. The voice told her a story of loneliness, of a soul trapped, unable to find the light. It turned out this shadow had no intention of harming Lily. It only wanted to find a way to communicate with humans. It was stuck here, unable to move on. It had found the innocence and purity of Lily, hoping she could help. Sarah realized not every shadow is an enemy. She hugged her daughter, lit a candle, and prayed for the soul to be set free. She shared its story with her loved ones, and then she felt a strange sense of peace. That night, the shadow never appeared again. Lily's laughter became more innocent than ever. Sarah understood that she had faced her fear and discovered the truth. Sometimes the whispers in the dark are not threats, but pleas from lonely souls. And only when we have the courage to face them can we truly find peace. So, have you ever heard any whispers in the dark? Share your story with us, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the next whispers from the shadows.